And hello, everyone. I'm Bruce Casella along with Danny Gibson, and you're watching Gate to Wire. How are you, Danny?
Good, Bruce. What a week. It's been obviously really hot here, so we didn't have racing. And we actually stopped by your barn to talk about keeping your horses cool. And I love your barn. I think you guys have such great energy there. So let's take it back to the beginning. Horse racing's not the everyday industry you get into. It's in your blood. How'd you get started?
Yeah, I mean, my grandfather trained, my dad trained. I tried college for about a year and a half, wound up hating every day of it, and went down to the farm at my dad's when he bought Sunrise Stable South. Lasted there for a couple months, hated that even worse, and came back up here to Parks. And actually, it was November. I'll never forget. It was cold, and my dad said, "Don't. Why are you going up there now? It's winter time." I said, it's time for me to go. I can't stand this farm life." And I've been here training horses ever since.
That's great. How are you handling all the heat out there?
You know what? The heat's it's okay, because for me, I can get in the air condition, right? So we go out, we train in the morning, we try to get done before the break, and in between sets, we're lucky enough to have the air condition at the barn, so I can duck in there. We're actually pretty fortunate with our horses because of Uptown Charlie Brown bought these big ass fans, and we keep them blowing through the shed row. And I mean, they're just amazing. Them industrial fans, they keep the air flowing real well.
I was actually cold in this barn yesterday.
Yeah, the blacksmith loves it. Like, he saves that for his last stop, and he just parks the horses right by the fan there and cools off. I mean, Joey loves it, Joey Williams.
You have one of the best blacksmiths in the game. So when in horse racing, obviously you came here, farm life wasn't for you. When did you feel like I could do this? I'm making it.
You know what? When I guess when I won my first stake race with an owner named Carl Bernstein, and we had a little PA bred for about I think we paid 4,500. Actually, Carl and my dad were partners on the horse, and her name was Melted Cheese. And but so long ago, Bobby Colton rode her and won the stake for us. Like, that's how long ago it was. But I think then I knew that this is what I wanted to do. Like, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed seeing Carl like walk around in days, because if I remember right, she either paid $50 or she was 50 to 1 or something. And it just made you feel good, that you could help people, put a smile on their face, and it was a great time.
Oh yeah.
And how many horses are you currently training?
Right now we have 25. So we're doing okay. The babies are starting to fluctuate in now, so we'll have some more. So yeah, we're gonna have a good summer, that's for sure.
You've trained some really good horses, some really high money earning horses. Of course, they're PA breds, but let's talk about some of those horses. Wait for it, Midtown Charlie Brown, Dixie Serenade. Why do you think those horses were so successful?
I think because Bob gave us the time to do what we needed to do. Like, we weren't rushing horses to the races. Bob's good that way with Uptown Charlie Brown. Like, obviously everybody wants to get to the races as quick as they can, but he also knows, he's been in it long enough where, if you got to back up on the young horses, you back up. And if you give them the time, they'll give you the right output. So he's real good that way, Bob, for sure.
Those horses all had long careers too.
Right.
Was Dixie Serenade your first graded stakes winner?
Yeah, she was my first graded stake. That was a lot of fun. I tease Bob all the time because looking at that race, I kept saying to myself, man, we got to be crazy to do this. And when she won that day, that was just amazing. Yeah, that was a great day. And Michael Sanchez rode her. If he didn't ride her, I don't think we would have won, but because them guys would have gave up turning for home. She was laying about fourth, about 15 off it, and they probably would have just coasted her home. But Michael made her switch her leads, and she run flying down the stretch.
That was a sight, that winner's circle too.
Yeah, it was. It was a lot of fun. A lot of first timers in that winner's circle for that race.
Anything in your barn now that we can look forward to watching on the racetrack?
Yeah, I mean, I got a real nice Uptown Charlie Brown Cool Million. He's a nice horse. I started him a couple times as a 2-year-old. He needed a little break in the winter. We gave it to him. I ran him the other day in the open maiden race. He got a little anxious before the race, which really isn't like him, but I think he's going to be a real nice 3-year-old this year. So,
are you like superstitious at all? Is there anything you have to do on a race day, or anything you do before a race? Or
nah, you know what? I don't think so. I mean, I'm sure people would differ to say that, but I don't think I'm superstitious. I'm pretty good, try to stay level headed, except if you're turning for home head and head now, you better not be standing next to me because I'm probably jumping up and down like a lunatic. But, I'm pretty much not superstitious, I don't think.
No, you are level-headed because I'm with you every day at the races. Yeah, you take your wins and your losses good. You stay pretty
Okay,
calm.
good. In this game, it's ups and downs, right? I mean, this game, there's nothing like the ups and downs in this game. You could be on top of the world one week, and the next week, you have 8 to 5 shots that don't hit the board, and you just want to bang your head against the wall. So you got to stay at one pace.
How hard is it for you to get owners? What's the strategy?
Yeah, I mean, I go to the sales, the 2-year-old sales. It's kind of hard, I think, just because everybody, is doing the same thing, right? So, and with me, with Uptown, I'm pretty fortunate because I get a lot of the homebreds, and so I don't know if I solicit myself as much as I should. I'm starting to now, just because, you want to go to the sales and buy the best horse, right? So, so that's what you got to try to do. Just try to buy the fastest horse. And so this year we started soliciting ourselves a little bit more, and try to get something together with partnerships and everything to try to get the best horses in the barn.
One thing I love about your barn is you guys have the best stuff. Like you're color coordinated. Like everybody knows Ed Coletti's colors are yellow, red, and blue, and then Uptown colors. Is that so you can see your horses out on the track when they're training?
The truth is that I stole all that stuff from my dad.
I love it.
When we went to the farm, when my dad bought the farm, obviously he brought all his tack with him down there. And when I started out my own, I loaded up a trailer one day. A van came by Brookledge to send some horses, and I just started throwing stuff with my cousin on the truck. And as every day went by, my dad noticed more and more of his stuff missing, and so I kept it all the same.
I love it though.
That's
What a
how
good
it started. Yeah.
I got to ask you, I saw a picture of you and Hall of Fame trainer D. Wayne Lucas, and I know that you're very fond of him and you look up to that kind of a trainer. What are your thoughts about his retirement, his illness with the Hall of Famer?
Yeah, I mean, it's sad, right? Like, he was one of the best in our game. And he's a real down to earth guy. And I met him a long time ago at my dad's farm as a kid, like in my early 20s. And you didn't realize until this last year when I talked to him up on the rail, it was his whole different outlook. And it's like, you just got to take every day as it comes. Like, I don't know if his outlook changed or mine, because I got older, but it made a lot more sense talking to him this time than it did when I was in my early 20s. That's for sure.
You've had a lot of longevity in this industry. How do you deal with the mental side? Because like you said, there's a lot of things out of your control. They're horses, they're not machines. Sometimes you think you're going to win and you don't, or a horse performs better. Like, how do you deal with the mental up and down?
Luckily for me, my dad's still around, so I get to call him and bitch to him, and then he kind of talks me off the ledge. If I start getting too high up off the end of the plank, he'll reel me in, or my wife will reel me in a little bit. When I get too frustrated, they kind of know, even though it's not shown, I guess. And so they kind of keep me grounded, I guess I should say.
Yeah, you have good family support.
Yeah, I sure do.
All right, Ed. Dan, you have anything else for Ed?
No, I just love the energy in Ed's barn. I hadn't been in your barn in a little while, and I forgot. It's just really positive, and everybody's happy to do their jobs. All the horses look so happy, and I think that's a testament to you.
Thank you very much.
All right, Ed. Well, stay cool, and we'll see you in the winner's circle.
All right. Thanks. Thank you.